working out for you?
Good question.
This year it's not so bad. I don't even think I've played too many people I've played with, or played against. But we've coming up this weekend. I think we should play a couple of my buddies, so it should be fun.
Sorry, you're playing who are you playing this weekend? A guy you used to play with?
Against, I think.
Oh, against?
Yeah.
Okay. Any of you guys old teammates?
Yeah, Sudbury we're playing against Jeff Corbett, so that'll be great to play against him. You know, it's a little weird because I played with him right from Uxbridge when I was playing AA. We were on the same team, so growing up we played our whole year together, and then last year was our first year not playing together, so it's always fun playing against him.
Keep in touch a lot?
Yeah.
Cheering for each other, obviously,
yeah.
But not Thursday.
Not when we're playing against them.
It's interesting, during the pregame warm-up, every once in a while, as the players are skating around before the game, you'll see them look over and nod at a guy or two wearing the other team's uniform, and sometimes that's because of OHL teams that they've played for in the past.
It's a small world.
It can go back even to their minor midget teams, too. I mean, these players cross paths, years later down the road.
Absolutely. So. Teammates and guys who play against each other for 10 years plus, you just make it to this level. Certainly makes it more exciting. You were mentioning, how excited are you to play in London? Haven't played there yet this year, right?
No.
So I know that'll be certainly exciting. The John Labatt Center. I'm sure you've probably played there, I guess, when maybe at some point, but not when it was full, I'm sure.
No. Yeah, I've played a couple times there when I was a little kid, but next Friday should be a lot of fun if I'm in the lineup. So got a lot of fans coming out. I've been to a lot of Knights games, so it's going to be incredible to play in that.
Did you grow up a Knights fan?
Yeah, I was a huge Knights fan, especially when they won that Memorial Cup. Oh man, I was cheering so hard. It was awesome.
That's awesome. So you did grow up an OHL fan, supporting the Knights. They're big in that town now. Just talk about the support they have, and obviously there's great support here too.
Yeah, for sure. In London, they got a full house pretty much every night. I don't know, it's like 9,000 fans or something like that, but. They definitely they cheer you on when you score goals. They're standing up loud and clear, and after the games, there's people outside waiting for autographs and everything. It's
certainly if you've gotten over being nervous before the game, I think you might be nervous next Friday.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Friends and family, hometown game. We've talked to many like that.
Yeah, and players say it's the closest type of feeling you'll get to an NHL game here in junior hockey. I mean, London and Ottawa, really the two buildings you go into, and the crowd's there, and it's going crazy, and it just feels like you're on the big stage.
Absolutely, it'll be an exciting one for Josh. We got another full segment. Not too late to pick up the phones. Colts Corner right here on Rogers TV.
That's awesome. That was a good conversation question, too.
Apparently, that's right about his window.
Paul Sadlin Motors, offering new and used Chevrolet cars, trucks, and Cadillacs. Paul Sadlin Motors, 550 Bayfield Street in Barrie, 726-1811. PaulSadlin.com.
My name is Clement. I am 17. I do have a little brother. He is 5 years younger than me, and despite the fact that we're both blind, we're just normal kids. Sibling rivalries and fights and arguments. Sometimes we play games together, yeah. Cool. I find most people tend to have this perception of blindness as a huge physical handicap. Which it isn't.
CNIB, seeing beyond vision loss.
One of our objectives as City Council is to support entrepreneurship in Barrie, to help businesses to succeed. Tune in and find out what we're doing by watching City Council. Rogers TV, Monday nights at 7 p.m.
Hi, I'm Mayor Mike McEachran. Want to know what's going on behind the scenes in your community? Watch Town and Unicomsa Council on Rogers TV.
Have you been playing McLaren Art Center TV Bingo? It's great fun, and it's in the comfort of your own home. There's over $2,500 in prizes, and what a great way to help the Van Gogh program. So join us every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. only on Rogers Cable.
That's right, Mark Scheifele taking part for Team Ontario, along with Tanner Pearson, the league's leading scorer. Ivan Telegan also part of this game with the Russian team. And early on, it's Tanner Pearson in front with a nice feed right there from Cody Cece. Check out the replay here as Pearson goes down the middle. He was pretty happy about that one. Nice deflection right there. That tied it up at 1 after the Russians had the early lead. Nice goal from Pearson. A little bit later, Mark Scheifele wearing 39 crashes the net. He doesn't get it in there, but Freddie Hamilton does, giving the OHL their first lead of the game. They led it 3-1 after the first period. Then watch the puck movement here, Cam. The Russians tic-tac-toe. Wow. Telegan on the end of it in front. He scores to make it 3-2. One more look. Look at the quick passing. Nail Yakupov, probably the first overall pick in this year's NHL draft. He was part of that one. Telegan again right here, 4-all. He puts the Russians up 5-4 in the second, parked in front. They're looking to shock the Ontario Hockey League team, but then it's Scheifele. Watch this sharp angle.
That's a bad goal.
How does that go in? That is not a good goal. Scheifele will take it. He's happy with it as Team Ontario gets it going. Then a former Colt, Ryan Strome, plays give and go. Absolute beauty right there. A little bit later, Scheifele would put the finishing touches on it as Team Ontario wins this one 10-7.
In this event against Russia.
Yeah, now 17-0.
Tanner Pearson, the league's leading scorer, getting lots of hype in Sault Ste. Marie. Well, he would live up to that one early on, Cam. Team OHL on the power play. Point shot right here by Sproul. Pearson on the on the doorstep. Taps it in for a goal. OHL leading it early. Canadian fans going wild. Less than about a minute later on the power play, yet again, the Russians in penalty trouble all night long. And it's 2-0 Ontario, then Ryan Spooner.
Moving it over to
I heard that one. Off the post and in. 3-0, about 5 minutes into the game already. All power play goals a little bit later. Greg McKegg bats one out of the air. Everything going in. Less than 10 minutes in, up 4-0. Then a few minutes later, former Colt, Michael Scarbosa, with the snipe show right there. Canada goes on to win this one 6-3.
Well, we heard Scott Walker talk about it.
Talked a bit about, obviously, Mark Scheifele and Tanner Pearson in those Subway series. Doing well, representing the Colts pretty well. Even Telegan with a great game there.
Oh, yeah, very exciting hockey. And, you know, these games are starting to get a little more competitive. The Russians did get the 2 wins over the QMJHL. So, you know, it seems like they're sending over better players, and at least they're winning some of these games. But the OHL, still complete dominance over the Russians. 18-0 now.
Pond hockey game in 10-7, and then Monday night was 5-0, 10 minutes in. It wasn't that competitive, but
the score was a lot closer than
it got a little closer later, but certainly not a pretty game. Guys, we were talking off camera. Clint Windsor and Mark Scheifele are here tonight working the cameras, but you guys away from the rink like to have a little fun. Going back to your roots, some mini sticks?
Yeah, down in our basement, mine and Scheifele's basement, we got a full-size net there, so we play a little post there. The loser buys everyone Frosties, so usually Scheifele loses, so it's a good thing he's got some money.
Yeah, down in the basement there, we have a lot of fun. Sometimes it gets a little too competitive, but you know, it's always good to work on your shot in the basement there.
I find it hard to believe anybody could beat Mark Scheifele in mini sticks, but you know, it's a whole different game, right?
Well, you never know. It'd be hard to score on Clint, but I guess everyone's playing out.
Yeah, even Clint shoots.
Even Clint
he doesn't go on the net.
Good stuff. You guys were taking part in an event this weekend and weren't playing hockey. Got to do a little bowling. Before we talk about it, let's take a look at this story.
Diagnosed with Crohn's disease, I came up with the idea with my mom to organize a charity hockey event to fundraise for Crohn's and colitis. And from there it just carried on and turned out amazing and way more than what we imagined it would be.
I've known Jonathan for quite a while. We go to school together and he's been on my hockey team a lot. And I'm really happy that there's a lot of people showed up and it's raising a lot of money for his foundation.
I'm actually bowling the same lane as him. He seems like a great kid, and it's just great that everyone's coming out to support him because he's such a great kid.
I apologize. Thought we had voiceover explaining that one there, but actually that was Jonathan, who actually a couple of years ago was diagnosed with Crohn's and colitis. Obviously a tough disease for a youngster to deal with. Had to give up playing hockey for a little while.